While recent ticket price increases have our wallets feeling a little lighter lately, a wise person once said you have to spend money to make money, and I'm 99% sure that this was somehow about theme parks. So today, Guide to WDW is bringing you a list of the ways that you can hand over more of your cash to Disney that's only slightly fiscally irresponsible. That's because these Disneyland upgrades are actually worth your hard-earned money. From ticket upgrades to premium experiences, these are our favorite ways to spend a little money to take your Disneyland visit to the next level. Dining packages. As someone who has very little patience for lines in crowded areas, you would think that I wouldn't love going to Disneyland as much as I do. But I'm all about finding new ways to beat the crowds, and the dining package upgrade is one of my favorites, especially at Disneyland, where people will line up for hours for a parade or show. These dining packages give you a meal and a ticket to a reserved viewing section for the parade, Fantasmic, Frozen, or World of Color at a slight upcharge to what it would normally cost just to eat at the restaurant. These meals range from a grab-and-go yet surprisingly high-quality meal at Hungry Bear paired with Fantasmic viewing for about $30 a person to a 3-course dinner at Carthay Circle Theater paired with World of Color for about $75 per adult, with several options between that range. The dining packages that are available will change seasonally. For example, Disney just announced a package for the upcoming Magic Happens parade at Disneyland for $40 per adult at the Plaza Inn. To do one of these dining packages, you have to make a reservation through Disneyland's website or call up the Disneyland Dining Reservation Hotline. The packages don't show up when you search in the Disneyland app. I've done this several times in the past for Fantasmic and a couple of the nighttime parades when they were available, and every time has been an amazing experience. Not only do you get a premium spot to view the action unblocked, but you save so much time and you usually get a really good meal out of it. Especially in the case of the Hungry Bear dining package, it is a fantastic bang for your buck. MaxPass. At a newly raised price of $20 per person per day or $125 on top of an annual pass, MaxPass might seem like an unnecessary upcharge. After all, it gives you access to FastPass in the Disneyland app, but FastPass is free if you go to the physical FastPass kiosks in the park and scan your ticket. As a quick reminder, FastPass gives you a return time to go in a shorter line for a ride. And MaxPass also includes PhotoPass, which you can also get a free alternative to by asking the photographers to use your phone. But much like how a DSLR will take a higher quality photo than your phone, MaxPass provides a much higher quality FastPass experience. MaxPass lets you grab a FastPass for a ride like Radiator Springs Racers as soon as you scan into the park. You no longer have to do that stressful speed walk to the FastPass kiosk first thing when you arrive. Also, you can see what FastPasses are readily available throughout Disneyland and California Adventure without having to trek across the parks to claim a return ticket. By being able to check what's immediately available in the app and instantly get a new FastPass as soon as you're eligible to get one, you can really maximize your FastPasses. Before MaxPass, I typically would have been able to get around 4 or 5 FastPasses in a single day at Disneyland. If I'm really trying to go on a lot of rides, I can almost double that with MaxPass. MaxPass makes it possible to do most, if not all, the major e-ticket attractions at Disneyland Resort within one day with a minimal wait. For me as a childless millennial, the PhotoPass pictures are a great perk, but adds even more value for those visiting with children, as you'll be doing more meet and greets with the characters. Park Hopper. Park Hopper lets you visit both Disneyland and Disney California Adventure within a single day and switch between the parks at will. If you're visiting multiple days, you could definitely do a single park per day ticket and save some money. But if you only have one day at Disneyland Resort, go for the Park Hopper. Why? Because the parks are so insanely close to each other. They are divided by a central plaza called the Esplanade, which is only about 300 feet long. Growing up as a Disney World regular, not having to jump on a monorail or a bus or a boat to go from park to park kind of blew my mind. Combined with MaxPass, Park Hopper gives you the ability to do so much within a single day that it's worth the upcharge. The Chef's Counter at Napa Rose. For a premium culinary experience outside of the parks, look no further than the Chef's Counter at Napa Rose in the Grand Californian Hotel. This 5-course dinner takes about 3 hours and gives you a front row seat looking into the prep kitchen at the highly lauded Napa Rose restaurant. At the beginning of the evening, your server will ask you about your dietary restrictions and preferences, and then you just enjoy the culinary journey. The chef will prepare for you a unique tasting menu featuring seasonal ingredients, and the food is amazing. My wife and I have done the Chef's Counter twice, and the meal was incredible each time. Everything was perfectly prepared, and we got to try new things that we wouldn't normally order off a regular menu, like lamb tartare or bone marrow fritter. At $100 per person, this is definitely priced as a premium experience, but compared to other high-end restaurants in Southern California, it's actually a very reasonable price for a multi-course tasting menu. So if you have an anniversary or job promotion to celebrate, be sure to make a reservation by calling the restaurant directly. Space is limited, so be sure to make a reservation well in advance. Also, keep in mind that you don't need a Disneyland ticket to go to this restaurant, as it's located in the Grand Californian Hotel. Merch experiences. Disneyland is packed full of gift shops, so it can be a challenge to go without buying some type of souvenir. But rather than buying an item off the shelf, consider upgrading to one of Disney's merchandise experiences, like the fairy tale makeovers at the Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique, droid building at the Droid Depot, or lightsaber building at Savi's Workshop. These stores make that special souvenir for a child or a man in his 30s even more special by using theatrical Disney magic to create a memorable experience. All these stores do accept reservations, so plan accordingly. Those are the upgrades that have been worth the money in my experience. What's your favorite Disneyland splurge? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to Guide to WDW for more Disneyland and Disney World tips, tricks, and videos. See you next time!